Welcome once again to creativeGrace DS as a design studio, your creative designer, and the tutorials Xara Designer. We give you tutorials on the works, how we do our works to get conceptual designs as we always. So this is the Xara Designer Software. Previously we did the fills, how to fill a shape that or an object. Can fill what a shape on objects. Yeah, we have gone through a lot, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it, like us, so that what other people also will like us. Yes, and we know that what our lessons will help you a lot, so that you will master up. You can do it yourself. You can be a great designer. Just open up yourself and consistently be listening and following the instructions that will be given. Subscribe us, and you'll be getting more of our updates. Any upload that will come, you'll get it, so that you also grow. Yeah. Let's come to today on what I call adding forth what's transparency, shadow, and kind of effect onto what's a shape. So we are coming to then basically after you have filled, after you have done whatever you want to do, you can use what transparency, you can do this, we can do this. Yeah. So I'm opening what a new document. I will just click on the plus, then the tab will open. I use my control plus my scroll to, or I can use my zoom to just come and zoom, or just come here, then I'll say to page. It will automatically give me what the page. Yeah. We done drawing, so I can turn on my magnet. We done drawing, so I can pick any of the tools to draw. So let me take the rectangular, then I remove the round corner from it. Previously we learned about round corners. We can remove the round corners. One thing is, in Xara, whatever you do previously, whenever you're coming to do it, will give you what the same style. That's one thing about Xara. Yeah. And as I'm speaking, is what is backupping my files for me. Every 2 minutes it will give me a backup. You see that backup will indicate, yeah, every 2 minutes will give me a backup, because I've set it that way, that it should give me backup. Yeah. So when we finish the choose, then we go to how to set up a page. Maybe you want to set up in feet, inches, or any other thing that you want to do. So let's concentrate on the transparency tool now. This is the transparency tool. Yeah, we've done the fill, we've done this one, we haven't done this one. We are now on the transparency. Then we have done the drawing tools, that we have done it. Yeah, we haven't done the text, so we go on the text another time, but we are on the transparency tool that will come on the object a lot. Yeah, and pictures. So let's say I'll click and drag. That's the right click and drag to get what my object aside. So I'll change its color, then I'll use my bucket, change my fill to circular, then I'll change the inner color, okay, yellow. I'll change the other color to lemon green if I want to. Okay, little bit of blue. Let me pick the blues, then the blues inside will be kind of a blue. Okay, so this is it. So we are going to add more transparency or duplicate and have another color. So let's say orange type of color. So this is the transparency too, and these are the presets. We have what the transparency shape and the transparency blend, then we have the repeating, then we have the bitmap color as also in the flow, then we have the selected handlers, then the opacity. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. If you want to make it transparent, you stand at one side, or you come and pick any of the types. If you want it flat, you come and stand on the flat. To be flat, that is flat transparency. So when I remove it on the red, that is what you see. Okay, I'll move it on the red. It's kind of blending, it's not showing. Okay, so transparency is flat transparency. Then we say linear. So here it's supposed to be 100%. That's 0, and the transparency side will be what 100%. Okay, here is 0. Where you don't want to be transparent is 0. and where you want it to be transparent will be what will be 100. Or automatically you can click and drag on this. Or if I want to do it on this one, I'll click on it to hold, then I'll drag to get it for me. Yeah, automatically that is how the transparency tool works. So let me increase the color so that you see. Okay, this is transparency. Transparency 2. Transparency is 2 objects, and move the other object on it, so I can remove this object. One thing about Xara is you can work at any space, anywhere that you want. Yeah, so I'll put this one on it. So let's say I'll change it to black. Yeah, see the transparency 2. It's transparent. The other side is transparent. Yeah, then you can go on to the circular, elliptical, as in the flow, like conical. Okay, you can rotate the handlers. You can rotate them, any of them. You can play around with them, any of them. Okay, so the most important is the mode, the transparency modes. Okay, so this is my transparency. We have the modes. This is the modes here. That's the blend mode, transparency blend modes. So this is the normal mix. Then we have what's the multiply. It depends on every color and its multiplication. So let's say I'll put this one on it, and I will give it what, right? I'll double click on it and say replace all. The moment that I'll come and double click on the color, so it asks me, should I want to replace this one or this one? I'll say replace all. Okay, so the other one is beneath. Then I'll come, so I'll pick my transparency and I'll say multiply to show. Just what if I change the color. Okay, let's say in form of orange. Yellow, yeah, it's me. The down one is what is blue, but the top one is what is yellow. So it's blending. That the blend mode is what is giving it what multiplication of what the kind of a green. So if I want it to what screen at the bottom of a bleach, yeah, to not show. But if I pick another color, it will show. See, it is showing. I pick another color to show. Let's see. Let me click on this one. We have black on it. So let me pick the screen. See that it's not showing. Yeah, so let me pick on the other one, overlay. Overlay is not showing unless I pick a different color. Then it will show. Let's say flat overlay. Okay, so let's see the differences. This one is yellow and this one is pink. Okay, so I'll be picking. That's the overlay. Okay, so the other one that we come to the highlight. The more you pick, the more you get it. There's the highlight. You play around with the highlight. Let me pick the highlight for this one and see highlights. Okay, highlight on. See the yellow and the red. It gives a kind of what, an orange. So that's the blend mode. Then come to the soft lights. Okay, so let me move the colors to anywhere that I want. Soft lights. Okay. Well, it's not my effects. Yeah. Okay, so let me go to that's the luminosity is this one. Okay, luminosity is this one. This one. Go. So choose the one that you want. So the color on it will show how it will look like. So then come to color. Look at it. Let's look at this color. Look at this one. Okay. Showing its color. So if I change it, color. See what difference is. It's color. So I'll go to the next one. The color blend. So the color blend, you can see it's changing. this one too. Let's change on this one. So depending on the color beneath and the color up. Okay. At the dodge. Color dodge. Okay. And go to the next one. Then enhance. So all depend the color on top and the color beneath. Yeah. So basically that is the under transparency. So I can make pictures transparent too. So let's say I'll bring in a picture, I'll increase this one, then go to your work and bring in what a picture, a pic, any pic, let's say. And go back to my pics, then I'll get a pic, I'll get it from here. I'll get a pic, this one. Okay, I import. Okay, I'll get a pic, fit this pic here. And say to the pic, I want this place to be transparent. To a stand where I don't want it. I don't want the place to be transparent. Then drag. Okay, so with the pic, I have a pic. Then I've done it to suit. Okay, so down here I'm going to pick the blue. So that's it. As on a pic. Okay, I want to make it over. Just click on it, change the transparency type to over. So see, it's kind of an over. So I can reduce it, increase, resize it to any form that I want. So that is basically on the transparency tool. It's a good tool that you use to you need to learn a lot. Okay, then manipulating it, I can manipulating it. That's the blend modes. You can adjust the blend modes to any form that I want. Yeah, I can make it repeating. Okay, repeating as in the flow. Okay, repeating, then change the profile, how the edges look like. Okay, if I want it this way, I can change it to this way. Okay, say this one is okay for you, then we go away. Okay, so I can reduce this one, reduce, increase, then increase. Okay, so that is basically under the transparency on an image. So if I want it here, I want it linear, come to the linear. Okay, see it linear. Okay, some repeats. So if I don't want repeats, then I'll remove my repeats. Then I go my way. Okay, that is under using this transparency tool. Alright, subscribe to our next lesson.